Hi, so I got asked about the Too Faced look, and I'm not going to do the whole thing again because it took a little while and I don't really have a whole lot of time right now. But basically, just a quick explanation of how I did everything. It's really simple. I took the half of the face that I wanted to make, which in the video was this half of the face, was his Too Faced part, was like the evil, deformed part. All you have to do is you just lay down spirit gum all over that, just like little thin bits at a time, and then take a single ply of Kleenex or tissue paper or anything like that and just rip it up into really small segments. And then you just tap that on haphazardly all over the spirit gum, and you just make a lot of layers. And don't worry about doing it perfect because you actually want as many folds and everything as you can get, because all those folds are going to be forming the deformity part. So like all like the little bumps and wrinkles that you can get, the more you can put on, the better. But what I did is I tried to make sure that it was a solid line. So like when it ended, it didn't like have like a crease that was like going in, like it didn't fade into. I tried to make it as solid like one half and one half as I could. That's up to you though. That's totally up to your taste. If you want to have some kind of like fade in and out into the Too Faced look, it's your call. That was just what I did. So I did that harsh look. You put the spirit gum down, you put you put the tissue paper down, and then after that, that's when you go over with a liquid latex. Now, liquid latex is really easy to use. You can kind of expect that it's like the fumes from it are going to kind of like make your eye water a little bit, so that's why in the video you see me like closing my eye on that side. But just cover all the tissue paper with liquid latex, and that part you actually do want to cross over because the latex will basically become like the top layer of your skin. And so it's going to mimic that. And so like if you have it go like over and blend it over, it's going to make it all look like it's a seamless thing as far as that goes. So you're going to want to do that, and then you want to let the liquid latex dry completely before you do any of the makeup on top of it. I use a blow dryer to speed up the process because I tend to be pretty impatient. So that's what you see in that part of it was that part. And then the part on my mouth for Too Faced, I really wanted to make it look like it wasn't just one half with makeup and one half without makeup. I really wanted it to be a little bit deformed. So I put some of the liquid latex, I just crossed over my lip like that, and I cut my lip as close as I could while it dried. And then I just kind of blended that all over that side of the mouth, and then if you kind of wrinkle it in like that, when it starts to dry, it's gonna dry together. So the parts when I look really awkward and I'm like that in the video, it's really just me trying to stretch that latex out, because when you stretch it out and then it comes and it shoots itself back in, it's going to be a little bit more wrinkled and a little bit more pulled together. So that's how I got like a really deep frown line on that side, is it just pulled apart and then like it kept pulling itself back in together. And then you actually get more wrinkles and more creases because of that as well. So that's a really cool effect. And then makeup wise, I just covered it with different reds and maroons. I started with like the lightest base rosy pink that I have, and all the makeup that I was using was just Ben Nye makeup. You can get it at most costume shops or you can order it online. Right now, with it being Halloween time, you should be able to get it pretty much anywhere you can get like theater makeup. But I just covered it with like a really rosy pink, and I did that all over as the base coat. And then kind of from there, I just added a little bit of darker shades in certain spots just to kind of get the burned look. So I went to like more of a red, and then at the very end I used a brown to get like the darkest spots. And then on her non-burned side, I just did traditional day makeup. I did a little bit more, I did a little bit heavier, and I tried to do some extra contouring. Like if you use a darker color right underneath the cheekbone, like right here, and then you kind of spread it out right here as well, so you kind of get like that little triangle right here. If you blend all that and you blend it down and you leave a little bit of the harsh line right there, it's going to contour that. It's going to make it look a little bit more sunken in. You can also apply a little bit of a highlighter right on top of your cheekbone, because anything that's highlighted is going to look like it's coming out a little bit more, and anything that is shadowed is going to look like it's more down. So that's how you're going to get that contour look. So I did that a little bit over here with just like some blush and foundations, nothing major, and then just a regular lip liner and eyeshadow and eyeliner. Just a normal everyday look to kind of go with that. And then over here with the eyes, I just did a haphazard smoky eye. I didn't try to make it look pretty. I just threw some black eyeshadow on there, how I would normally do a smoky eye. but just kind of made it a little bit messier. And then just did a black cream color. You could probably use like a black eyeliner, like a liquid eyeliner, or a gel liner even. And I just outlined like I would with any lip liner, and then filled it in with like a lipstick, and then I just made sure that that also went down into the frowny line a little bit, just to make sure that that was like more accentuated, that that was actually part of the mouth. So it's a really cool look. It's really fun to do, easy to put together, and there's no real right or wrong way to do it, which I love about deformity makeup like that. You can kind of play around with the different looks. I hope that helped, and be prepared because taking it off kind of hurts. I haven't really figured out an easy way to take it off the spirit gum. I mean, it basically feels like a big band-aid. So be prepared to have some watery eyes, and just when you're doing it, just go to town on it, and make sure you wash your face really well afterwards so you don't clog up your pores. But have a great Halloween. I hope this helps. Any more questions that you have, feel free to shoot me a message, and I'll try to make it a little bit more of an explanation if I need to. And if you want me to do a detailed video where I'm actually going through the process, I can do that as well. So just let me know, and have a good Halloween.